right, and here we are again, a tradition unlike any other, interviewing the Arcadia High School Valedictorian class of 2025. Max Ma, has that sunk in yet, what that sounds like in being the title of Valedictorian?
First of all, thank you for having me.
Sure.
It's a pleasure to be here. And no, I don't think it really has yet. I mean, it might when I go up on that stage, but I mean, this whole process of just, being here for so long, since 4th grade, and then just having this story come to an end, it really hasn't really set up upon me yet. But I don't know, maybe things will change in this fantastic ceremony that's about to happen.
What was it like when you guys were there for the senior assembly? Dr. Dillman's on stage, about to announce the valedictorian of such an amazing class of seniors, and she calls Max Ma. What was your thought when you first heard your name?
I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I blanked out in the senior assembly. I know there's a lot of important information that would have been good to know. But yeah, just that feeling immediately of having the fairy tale ending of such a wonderful story here at Arcadia High, I think has really been the capstone of not just like what I've been able to accomplish, but then also the senior assembly capping off what the entire senior class was able to accomplish. So yeah, it was a wonderful moment.
Yeah, you talked about being here since elementary school. You moved a little bit with your family, ended up here in 4th grade in elementary school. What was that transition like for you, and then kind of matriculating through the grades in Arcadia Unified?
Well, it's definitely an interesting experience going coast to coast as a 4th grader, but I think Arcadia couldn't have made it any more easier for me to transition. Immediately I was met with teachers, friends, and especially my family who were totally willing to support me at every step of the way. And really it was just about that Arcadia spirit, that feeling that we get when we're united together as one class, that really encapsulated me and made the transition much easier.
You've done so much. Your academics are amazing. I think you got all A's every single class in high school, which is remarkable, but you're also involved in so many activities and different things throughout the community. What are some of those interests that you have and kind of your passions that you pursued while here at Arcadia High School?
Right, so definitely one of the biggest capstones, I think, to my high school journey was being an athlete and a musician simultaneously. So I played in the varsity tennis team, and then I also played for Symphony Orchestra, who's about to perform right over there,
nice.
So get ready for that. But yeah, I think Arcadia is a wonderful place really to explore a diverse array of passions because there's just so much available, and I think taking advantage of that is really the best way to get involved and to give back to the Arcadia community.
We have so many amazing educators and teachers throughout the district. Are there a few that kind of stand out that were very inspirational to you or helped to support you along the way?
Yeah, well, the person that comes to mind first is Mr. Chen, who's a math teacher at First Avenue Middle School. I had him for 6th grade math, and then he was also the advisor of the math circle program over there. And so as a middle schooler, I was really involved as a student in that. And then as I went into high school, we stayed in touch, and then eventually I also became an instructor of the First Avenue Math Circle. And I think it's just wonderful to be able to connect with someone for so long and to really develop that relationship from student to student of Math Circle to instructor. And I think that really just shows how involved and how much the instructors at Arcadia High School and also the district rather, that they care so much about their students.
What are some of the memories for you looking back? I know being a part of tennis orchestra, you got to do some amazing trips, you have some incredible friends. What are some of those memories you'll take with you for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I think what I think of first are the bus rides in math team competitions, because of course there's memories that we made winning competitions, but just being able to fit in a confined space with so many of your friends and just talking for a 2-hour bus ride about whatever we are able to talk about, I think those memories will really stick with me, and that's not going to go away anytime soon.
So what is the plan for next year? What are you planning on studying, and where will you be attending?
Yeah. So I'm going to move up to Northern California to UC Berkeley to pursue a major in biology. And then, we'll see what life takes me from there.
How crazy is to think, I know we were talking before this about Lucas's great documentary he did about his senior year and then that whole basically Arcadia career.
Yeah.
You're in there last year talking about how crazy it was to see your senior friends graduating, and before you know it, you're going to be here 12 months later. Blink of an eye, here we are. How fast does this go, and what has this whole time been like for you?
I think, yeah, absolutely. I think Lucas was right when he says that it's a crazy feeling to think that, yeah, you were just here as an elementary schooler and that now you're wearing a cap and gown, you're about to graduate. And I think just really having all of those memories over the course of so many years, even though it feels like a flash, there really has been a lot that's been built up. And yeah, that's just something that not only will I cherish, but I think the entire senior class at Arcadia High School really takes to heart.
This past week, especially for you, is just remarkable. It's the senior assembly, grad run, and all that. What are some of your favorite memories from just this past week leading up to graduation?
Yeah, ASB really outdid itself, I think, this year. There was just so much activities jammed into 1 week. But yeah, one that stood out to me for sure was Grad Run. I think it's a tradition that the Arcadia Unified School District does that is just so constructive. And you know, as an ASB member in elementary school, I remember actually planning the Grad Run, and then now I'm actually doing the Grad Run. So yeah, just being able to connect with the 4th and 5th graders and the elementary schoolers, and just thinking that just a couple years ago I was in their shoes is something really special, and absolutely it was impactful for the past week.
Yeah, we have a great photo of you from last year at graduation congratulating the valedictorian Casey Kim, and now
yeah,
you're here
in the video. Yeah.
So what is that like for you to be here representing such an amazing class, and what would your advice be for someone who aspires to be valedictorian, probably like you did in high school, and to finally be here? What would your advice be for those younger classmen?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank Casey. Even before he was announced as valedictorian, we were friends in middle school, and then we've been friends for quite a while throughout high school, and he's really been supportive of me just as a friend. I'd really like to thank him for all the advice he even gave me during the valedictorian application process. But yeah, I would like to say that it's far more important to recognize that Arcadia is a really loving community, and that there's really a lot of people that are willing to help you throughout this process. I know sometimes high school can seem rigorous, it might seem difficult, it might seem challenging, but there really are these wonderful staff members, these friends, these teachers that are willing to help you throughout this entire process. And I think that's really what the capstone of Arcadia is all about. And just recognizing, reaching out, getting those resources is how you attain success and how everyone can achieve their dreams here.
I love that. And speaking of support system, I know your family, your parents have been incredible for you. What do they mean for this journey for you?
Yeah, well, first of all, my parents have been absolutely essential to this. I'm an only child, so they basically put all their chips on the table for me, and really, I don't have the words, even in this interview, to really express how grateful I am for my parents and their support, whether it be like picking me up at 2 a.m. after getting back from an orchestra trip, or just, taking me everywhere and being able to support me through this rigorous process. It's really been amazing. And then of course my family overall, those abroad and those in the United States have really helped me throughout this journey, and I couldn't be more thankful or feeling fortunate to have them in my life.
And then finally, you have the honor of giving the speech tonight. What will be the message for you into the class of 2025? What will be the theme for you tonight?
I'm aware that unapologetically being genuine to your identity might bring ostracism and doubt from those around you. And I'm definitely conscious of the probability that gaming can indeed give you riz. It's important to recognize, however, that this uncertainty shouldn't be mistaken for ignorance, the kind where you show up to a pre-calc test with y equals mx plus b in a dream. No. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting time for us coming forward. And so I hope to outline that sometimes, even though we feel prepared, even though absolutely our Arcadia journeys have changed us in such wonderful ways, life can be unpredictable. And it's really in those moments where learning is the most essential. So that's what I hope to convey.
That's an amazing message, and you're a great representation of truly a remarkable class. We know so many of your classmates who have done remarkable things, so many accomplishments, and for you to lead them is a great honor for you, but we appreciate everything that you've done to represent Arcadia Unified. And on the behalf of Dr. Benalsdal, our superintendent, Dr. Dillman, and our Board of Education, we just thank you and congratulate you and wish you the best of luck, and we know you'll go on to do great things in the future.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Friend.
You
It's
got
been
it.
a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.